back to the Extremely Casual Gamers podcast with me, Ellie.
Hi, I'm Chris. I usually go third. I'm so sorry. I was midway through drinking.
And me, Guy.
Yeah! Sorry, I screwed it up today because I feel like we've been doing it in the wrong order. Because we are the Extremely Casual Gamers podcast, the ECG podcast.
Ellie, Chris,
Ellie,
Guy.
Chris, Guy podcast.
That's
and we're
true.
doing it all the wrong way around.
Okay, so from now on, I'll sip whilst the third person Guy is being named in the titles.
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry, I
good to know.
kind of threw that at you and didn't really warn you. But
That's fine, baby.
Hey, we're Ellie, Chris, and Guy, and this is a casual gaming podcast for the everyday gamer. How are you guys? What's been happening?
Bloody great.
I'm great. I get a sense from you, Guy, that you're very tired. I know you're coming off some sickness.
I'm coming off the back of sickness. Not the COVID sickness, but just the sickness that's taken away the taste in food.
Your
which
voice
is
still sounds great, but still just a wee bit
wee
different.
bit,
Yeah.
a little bit deeper, a little bit more of a husk.
Yeah,
Can
we
I
have
also
sinus.
just pump as a
Sorry.
as bizarre noise? No, it's all
Sorry.
good. She's all good.
Keep going.
Can I also just pump your tires up before we start? Played
Oh.
golf with Guy a couple of days ago. He absolutely whipped my ass.
Did he?
He
Nice work.
Not that I ever count how many times I've beaten Chris in golf, but we're very even.
Mm-hmm.
And
We're not. You're better than me.
No. That's the thing. Like I've only beaten you once, and it was by one stroke.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but-
The other day he absolutely kicked my ass.
Well done. Well
Yeah.
done, guys.
Not good.
And now Ellie as well. You walked in here and you looked like a woman who had just been through the ringer the past week. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Oh, yeah. Look, I mean, it's first world problems. I have a great job where we film videos, gaming videos, actually.
For
with
Viva La Dirt League, yeah.
Viva La Dirt League YouTube channel. So not complaining about my job. I just had a really big week of filming 5 days last week and then the 2 days this week. So it's
Right.
Monday, Tuesday. Yeah.
So how does
I'm tired.
I always wondered how this works. So you guys will go and just, which is a great strategy, you go and you film everything. You've got all the props, all the actors together. You get it all done.
Yeah.
And you take it away for how many weeks and work on it?
So it's usually, ideally, we like to do sort of a filming block every 3 months.
Right.
That's the ideal situation, but things come up and, you might
Yeah.
end up with a random one. But the ideal situation is like 3 months of content every 3 months.
That's right. And
sense.
so
Yeah.
for that sort of week and a bit, are you just absolutely knackered creatively and mentally? You're burnt out a wee bit.
Yeah, and like the really big days, a lot of the time when we're on location, for example, like in a forest or whatever, and you're standing up all day, just like,
Yes.
and I know I'm not a builder, I'm not like an actually physical labor job, like I probably sound like a dick here, but it's really hard to just stand up all day when I'm not used to it.
Thing is, you're filming videos that go to YouTube. Sometimes these videos are only like 2 to 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
And you sit there and go, Ellie, it would take 45 minutes to make that video. It'll
Nah.
take 45 minutes to do one shot.
Exactly.
Because the video content that Viva push out is so high value and so high, like it's really good. So it can take like an entire day just to do one video that is like 3 minutes long.
It can do.
And
yeah.
honestly, and the same thing applies for this podcast too.
Yeah.
Whenever you see a video of what we're doing, there are all sorts of people standing around, holding booms and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge
it's
crew
a-
behind
It's
us.
a massive operation.
It was like a whole week's worth of planning for us to start the podcast differently with Chris going before me, and even then we screwed it
Oh
up.
my
Screw
god,
it.
yeah.
It's
We'll be
a bit bad.
hearing about that from management.
Oh, yeah.
But Guy, have you been playing anything interesting this week?
Look, I'm not going to blow you away with what I've been playing this week. I will say, yes, I've been playing a little bit more Fortnite than usual because Fortnite's got a new season. So new content
Oh,
and
season 67.
season something or other. It's chapter 4, season 3, I think.
Wow.
I think it's the 25th season of
Holy
Fortnite.
cow.
Wow. So what do they
So-
do? Like, do they add, what do they add? What is it?
Well, I mean, there's always like a general theme to each Fortnite season. Last season, well, I don't really vibe with it. It was a little bit more of like a neon anime sort of Tokyo sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't my favorite, but definitely not the worst one they've done. This new one, it's more of a heist, so you're like robbing. And the thing is, I think the biggest thing from this new season is that there's some new weapons
Cool.
that I'm actually quite excited about.
Oh.
There's new additions. There's nothing worse than playing a season for ages and going, oh, great, new season tomorrow. Going to be great. And then it's just
Average.
It's real average.
Okay. Yeah,
So pretty excited about this. And, of course, been playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Yep.
Yes.
And having a great time with that. I think since last week, I've played maybe 1, possibly 2 of the main storyline.
Right,
The rest
okay.
of it is just me just humming around the island, doing all the side quests, all the hot springs,
Collectibles.
all the collectibles.
Nice.
Having a great time with it.
All right, now,
Love it.
Guy, we'll get into this next, but we both promised that we'd bring a hilarious anecdote from our games because we're playing the same shit every week at the moment, and they take weeks to clock. So we'll do that shortly. But
All right.
Ellie, tell me have you got the elephant yet? Or
Oh
whatever
my
the hell
god,
it is?
yes.
Oh my god.
It takes 2.
Oh my god, okay. I don't want to have any spoilers, but Guy, I have reached the elephant.
Yeah?
What the
Ah,
is up with that?
right? Goodness.
That was horrible. Like
Horrible.
It was actually horrible.
I feel like we do need to talk about it. So if you are
Yeah,
intending
do
to
we?
play It Takes Two,
Oh yeah, maybe don't listen.
just
Well-
pump the brakes for like a minute.
Are
Because
you able to talk about it in a way that doesn't give away?
no. It's very specific, very niche, but I feel like there's a lot of people that have been following you on the Takes Two journey, but they're
Okay.
not going to play the game.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, guys. Here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to give you 30 seconds because the skip ahead button is exactly 30 seconds.
Good call.
All right?
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or is it 15 twice?
No,
Either
15
way.
twice. All right,
Yeah,
we're giving
yeah.
you 30 seconds. Who's starting it?
Ellie, this is you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I'm just gonna go and debrief.
3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
What the hell? Like honestly,
Right.
I was morally and my heart was dying. You literally had to. Do you want to know, Chris?
Yeah.
You had to literally. It's a toy of this young girl, and
10
you've got to.
seconds.
You
Yeah.
find
Little
it,
elephant. Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you have to fucking kill it and rip it up.
Yeah.
Like you actually have to rip up her toy.
Yeah.
15 seconds. Oh
So
my God,
The
really?
whole point is to make the little girl realize that her toy's broken and so she cries. So you
You're
destroy her toy that's her favorite, and this little elephant's like, "Oh no, please, please!" And you're dragging it off a cliff, and then
Right.
it hits the ground and dies.
Yeah,
Oh my
awful.
goodness. Well, I'm glad we didn't spoil that for anyone. 30 seconds is up. And if you successfully skipped forward, well done. That sounds messed up, though.
No, it was really messed
Super
up
messed
and
up.
really sad. Like, yeah, I just didn't. Yeah, it was what a weird. It's so wholesome the game, and then that bit was like, oh whoa, like you're
Yeah.
really challenging me here.
And it doesn't give you the choice of doing the right thing or doing the wrong
It's like,
thing.
yo, you
It's
got
like,
to do it.
do it.
See, I thought it might be like, do you want to do this
Right.
or not? And
See,
God.
this might be a separate discussion topic, but I hated that. And so, Red Dead Redemption 2,
Yes.
Guy, I know you're a big fan of it. I don't think you've played it, Ellie, but
No, I haven't.
you're aware of it. And
I'm aware of it. Yeah.
So you're playing Arthur Morgan. I play him as a cool guy, nice guy. All of a sudden, there's this mission which forces you to murder an entire town's worth of people.
Oh, is that the Valentine? Oh,
It's the breaking old mate out of jail one. And then
Oh,
he starts going nuts.
Strawberry,
which means
yeah.
You have to. Yes, Strawberry. Shout out to Guy and his Wikipedia knowledge of Red Dead. I like that.
Wikipedia is just straight up knowledge.
And you have to all of a sudden kill all the. I hate that. Give me the choice.
Yeah. No.
I'm a good boy.
Yeah,
Me
you
too.
you break out Micah from Strawberry and you shoot up the whole town. There's also a mission where
Do
you
I have to get
just
the stop clock going again?
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
sh-
spoiling
no,
more.
the game came out ages ago. But there's also you have to shoot up the entire town of Valentine to the point where you're not even allowed to go back
Oh,
there.
that's right. Yeah, you become a
shoot
bad
up,
guy.
You
Oh.
shoot up Valentine, like
And Ellie,
everyone.
you spent your whole the early part of the game there. You're like mates.
So
with
that you're
everyone.
free. Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
that's traumatic.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
So I hate that. By the way, games. If you're listening, games.
Yeah, no, it was awful, especially because it's kind of aimed at kids, is it not? Well, sort of.
Red
It's an
Dead.
adult game. Sorry, not
Yeah,
Red
Red
Dead.
Dead.
Oh, it takes two.
So I'm back to It Takes Two
It
now.
Takes Two's got a kid vibe to it because you're
Yeah.
playing as like these little figurines that a child has made, but it's
Yeah.
very much, I imagine, for adults.
Well, yeah,
Adult
that
you
bit
hope
was.
so.
Adult themes.
There are some adult themes.
Yeah,
in
some
there.
funny jokes, like the guy
Good humour.
farts and stuff.
Yeah.
I found that quite fun. Yeah, very appropriate for
Actually,
me.
if we could channel some of that into this podcast, we
I
did
know,
last
well,
week.
Ellie
Yeah.
does have a good gassy ass.
Exactly, you heard it here last week first.
By the way, yeah, if you, I don't think our podcast is too time specific. So if you've just joined us for this episode, go back and listen to episode 1 onwards.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like there's a bit of news and stuff, but to be honest, it's just general gaming chat. So go back and have a listen, hear the part about Ellie's gassy ass. And by the way, another thing I noticed, because I'm
Yes.
currently cutting videos which we'll start uploading to YouTube soon.
Mm.
You were playing It Takes Two and getting close to the elephant in episode 1.
Shush, Chris. You're not. Shut up. You're not meant to say this,
Oh
bro.
my god! It's been going for so long.
Remember episode 2, I came in and said I hadn't gamed a week, so there was 1 week I didn't.
Yeah,
All right,
and
I
you've
feel
been
like
very
I'm-
busy this week
I'm
as
on the
well.
defense.
No,
Oh,
no,
God.
no, Ellie, you're an extremely casual. I just felt like
No, that's funny.
It's like I'm listening to the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's just taking forever.
Ever.
Yeah.
But tell you what, worth it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bloody
So,
worth it.
horrible thing aside,
Yes.
is that as far as you got, and then you had to take a moment to just sort of
Yeah,
catch
we
your
had
breath?
Me and
Yeah,
Sam
yeah.
just looked at each other like, what the? We got further than that. Where are we at now? We're a bit further on, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We've got the first bit of the letter.
Oh, yeah,
You know, the
cool.
1 out of 4, and we're about to
Yeah.
get the second one.
Bloody
But
Tell me,
no,
hey, tell me now you're done with the elephant. Tell me when you get to the moles.
are you joking?
Oh,
Is there
God.
more
not.
horrific
No,
stuff?
no, that's you don't have to do anything horrible there. But just-
Okay.
I remember the moles being a crazy part.
Okay, all right.
You
all
have to
right.
evict them. It's a
So-
family of moles.
Oh,
You kill the parents, and then the little moles are orphans afterwards, and then you have to stomp on them or something. Probably.
So in about 6 weeks, I'm going to hear about the moles.
Damn. Episode 12 will be a banger.
All right, Chris, what have you been jamming?
Yeah, what's up?
Witcher 3.
You were playing it earlier today, I saw.
Oh.
You know what? Do you know what's funny, right?
Yeah.
So this morning I was editing and doing all sorts of things because a new developer in my life, I have recently been asked to start filming car reviews of new cars,
which
is very exciting.
Is that for so-and-so upstairs?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
Which
Well
is
done.
excellent.
You've been gunning for that.
That's
Thank
awesome,
you, yeah,
bro.
which
Well
is
done.
great. So I was getting it all set up and like figuring out how I'm going to do it and blah, 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 blah. Spent all morning doing that. Then went to the gym, right? Got home. I had 20 minutes to kill before I had a shower and went to work. And I was like, I want to jump on The Witcher. As soon as I turned it on, Guy Mansell is online. And it was just like, boom, he's going to see me playing The Witcher, think I've been playing it all day, and now I feel like trash.
Thing is,
I played a couple of hands of Gwent at most. And
right.
traded in a few
quickly you went
swords.
defensive. All I was saying is I saw you playing earlier.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
did assume you would been jamming it all day.
Yeah, but
I was
I
like,
felt-
look at this piece of shit.
I felt like I had been seen. But, Guy, we promised that, because every week we're going to come in and say we've been playing the same games, all right? We promised we'd bring in a hilarious anecdote
Yes.
about each game. Do you have a hilarious anecdote about Ghost of Tsushima?
I've got one, but did you want to go first?
Sure.
Yeah, you set the standard. I don't know what the standard is, so you go first.
So
Yeah.
it has to be something hilarious and engaging and to justify why you're playing this game for so long, because the listeners don't give a
If
shit.
you listen
Okay.
to last week's, the bar was set with Chris's hilarious anecdote that his horse was in a herbalist hut.
That's right. Wasn't it?
Of
Yeah,
all-
that's right.
And if you know anything about horses, they shouldn't be in herbalist huts,
Damn
guys.
it. I shouldn't have done that first, because now everything will pale in comparison. All right, here's my hilarious Witcher 3 anecdote,
Okay.
right? So I'm Geralt of Rivia.
Yes.
I buffed 5 potions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, it was 4 potions in one concoction. I buffed them,
Far
right?
out.
And so obviously Geralt was over the toxicity threshold.
Of course he was. Yes.
I was gonna say.
Yes,
man.
yes, exactly.
Mans was loaded up on potions.
Okay.
And so in The Witcher, you can only, to stop you from just buffing all of them, you get toxicity, which means if you go over, you start losing health. So he was over it. And they show this by him having like a really veiny face because he's like so affected
Yeah.
by the potions. I just dribbled on the microphone there.
Yum, yum, yum.
He killed 20 thugs in plain sight in the main street of Novigrad, which is the biggest city in The Witcher. Bad guys, by the way. Killed them all, which was awesome. And then went into a cutscene. So my guy is having this romantic chat with Triss Merigold. Oh my God, spat on it again. We have to watch this.
So he starts talking about a romantic scene in The Witcher.
He's like,
literally salivating.
I'm not so slobbering all over this phallic-shaped object I'm speaking into. So he's chatting to Triss, and he's all like, "Oh," she's like, "I gotta go," and then the 3 dialogue options come up. It's like, "All right, I'll catch you later." And then the second one's like, "Oh, do you have to go?" And the third one's like, "I love you," like Patrick Star style. So
Yeah.
I went for "I love you" because I'm gonna hook up with Triss this time through instead of Yennefer, guys.
Right.
yeah.
Bit of variety. Yeah, nice.
And so he's like, "But wait, I love you." And meanwhile, his face is veiny as, and she looks like she's going to leave, but then she doesn't. Long story short, it skips to a lovemaking scene.
Oh.
My, oh my.
This is not a pre-rendered lovemaking scene. This is a take your boy as he is and put him in a
I
lovemaking scene.
love it when you can do that in games.
Really?
When you put characters in, like stupid costumes, but then the cutscene is like real intense, but
Yeah.
they're wearing like a goofy ass hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing, except for they're both butt naked in a lighthouse, getting freaky, and my guy is just like got bags under his eyes and a massively veiny face, and he's like straining hard out. And then meanwhile, there's like lovely harpsichord playing, and it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I love you," and blah blah blah. So that was my hilarious Witcher anecdote.
There you go.
Of course, that's something to do with sex.
Yeah.
Oh damn it!
All right, so my hilarious anecdote is that I was playing a side mission with Ghost of Tsushima. You are a samurai warrior, and the Mongols have invaded. All the samurai are dead because you had a big battle. You only just survived, but you caught wind that there's another samurai on the island. Great news.
yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely fantastic. You're
Yes.
not the only one. Go look at the village. All the villagers like, oh mate, he's coming back. Comes back, and the way this guy's talking and what he's talking about, he's full of shit. He's actually just some random dude who's found a samurai outfit.
Oh,
Right?
he's pretending to be. A
He's
samurai.
pretending, right?
That's right.
You catch on to him. He knows that you've caught on to him. He absolutely legs it. So you're chasing after this bloke, and just before a cutscene in this big open grassy area in the game, there are bears that you can kill for predator heights.
Yeah.
And there's a bear in the background, and then just as it like engages with us to like run at me, it goes to a cutscene, and I was like, "Oh, this bear's gonna absolutely maul this guy." And it didn't happen during the cutscene, which does happen in video games.
Yeah.
And then the whole kind of cutscene goes where you're supposed to spear him,
Right.
and I was like, "I'm gonna spear this guy because you can kill him." I
Because
was
you
like,
strike me as a guy that
normal-
wouldn't spare him.
Oh, normally I'm the kind of
Yeah.
guy, and I'm like, "No, you're going down." But I was like, "I'm gonna spear this dude," and then he's like, "Oh, thank you." And then the cutscene ends, and he turns around to leg it, and the bear's still there, and just absolutely demolishes this guy. He's like, And I just like, well, I'm not going to stop nature being nature.
Yeah,
you know,
that wasn't your fault.
he did do a bad thing, but I'm not the one to punish him for it.
Yeah.
So the bear killed this man. I killed the bear. Took the
Predator
predator hides.
So 2 hilarious anecdotes.
No, just that one.
No, that was 2.
Oh,
Mine
yeah,
his.
sorry.
Oh, nice.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you're counting mine as 2.
No, I thought you were dissing mine and say, no, just mine.
Just the one.
But that is good smoke from you,
Thank
Mansell.
you.
Were you entertained by those anecdotes, Ellie?
Oh, I was so entertained. That was hilarious.
It's funnier in
Can
my
you
head.
hear me laughing so hard?
Funnier in my head. I'll do a better one next week.
No, it's interesting.
No,
It's
it was good.
interesting.
It was
Yeah.
great, right?
Yeah, it was
Don't
really
let-
nice.
Ellie's really tired from working and stuff, so don't let her get to you. Right?
Yeah. Sorry, no, it was very, very funny. Very funny, guys.
Just give us a laugh. Just give us a laugh.
Don't know what that
wow.
was. That was horrible. Oh my
Wow.
god.
You cannot force laugh.
I know I can't. That was horrible. Sometimes I can. I'm just too tired. Have I said that I'm tired? Have I mentioned that?
No.
Now I'm speaking really fast because I'm so tired.
Quick, let's go to the news.
No, actually though, I want to take a moment to acknowledge our listeners. Our listeners, they are
Love them.
the ones that make us who we are. Without them, we are nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
Well, I like to think I'm something, but sure, yeah,
No, we're
absolutely.
nothing.
I am nothing.
We're absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Nah, to start off with, though, I want to announce the winner for the deluxe PlayStation 12-month subscription. Why can I not get it? It's written right
PlayStation
here.
Plus Deluxe 12-month subscription.
That's the
There you
one.
go, Chris. There you go.
Yeah,
He's got
boy.
it. And we've got more to give away, by the way. So
Okay.
still on the Instagram there, Extremely Casual Gamers Podcast. The post that's pinned to the top, you can share that to your story. And make sure you're following us. But this week's winner is... Do you want to put another drum roll in it, or is that just
I'm going to put in
boring?
a different one.
Oh, a different. We're going to vary it. Okay, all right. Well, this week's
Damn.
winner is Try Me 6832, also known as Tyler Paul. Congrats, Tyler.
Tyler!
Thanks, Tyler. Thanks for
good on you,
listening.
mate.
What a
Excellent.
champ.
He shared the post there, and he was rewarded with a 12-month deluxe subscription, which, by the way, gives you so many games for free. It's epic.
It does. And yeah, you can still win one. So make sure you follow us on Instagram and enter there. Another one I wanted to shout out was actually another one of my friends, guys. It's another family member. But my friend, she was playing Baldur's Gate 3. The reason I brought this bit is because
awesome.
we talked about Baldur's Gate 3
We did.
last week.
Yeah, we did.
And we talked about genitalia. And she was telling me that in the weekend, she was playing Baldur's Gate 3 and she thought, oh, I just need like a little bit of extra gold, just like a tiny little bit extra. And she thought, I don't need my undies. Like, why do you need your undies, right? Like, easy. I'll sell those. So she sells her undies. Didn't think about the fact that during like some cutscenes or something, you've got to like get fully naked. And so she's got no undies on or she's got a skirt on. Anyway, she was basically saying it was just full beaver camera. Yeah, like she couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, so I thought that was quite funny in relation
That's
to
crazy.
Yeah.
So Baldur's Gate, because I haven't seen anything about it. I've watched reviews of the game, but I haven't actually played it yet. I'm saving it.
Yeah.
It sounds weird saying I'm saving it for later.
yeah.
Spit on the mic.
Yeah, I did again as well. Shit, I've got a real issue here. But I can't believe there's just full frontal nudity in it.
Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah.
Well, not epic, but like crazy. That's,
No, you said epic.
sorry. That's excellent. It's like groundbreaking, right? Like you never just see a full wang just hanging about. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. No, yeah, she was getting the full.
I know
front of her.
Cyberpunk was pretty like open with the whole
A wee bit, yeah, but
showing
not.
showing the genitals, but it was never really like.
Like you can
focused
sell your
on.
undies and then do an hour-long cutscene.
Well, that's what I want to know. Like, is it when it comes to selling your underwear on Baldur's Gate 3, which is not a sentence I thought I'd ever say, but I know that you could like. It's not uncommon for video games for there to be like you've got so many items of clothing in your inventory and you can just sell them off.
Yeah.
But because I imagine your friend was playing as a female character, is there a mechanic in the game where selling female underwear is actually worth quite a bit because there's creeps out there,
maybe.
you know?
Maybe.
So is it like, selling underwear is actually $3 and a skirt's $7, or is it like selling
You've
underwear
priced it all up,
is
have
$75?
Oh,
you know?
you've got the price.
So
Like
you're
the,
gonna
the
earn your-
higher the level of the character, maybe
Maybe.
the higher the level of the the cashing you make from
Sure,
selling some
yeah.
undies.
Well, why
Yeah.
don't you write a letter to Baldur's Gate?
Don't you dare try and spin this on a head like I'm the weird
Priced it all
one.
up and everything.
I'm just saying.
Damn.
I'm just encouraging women.
Also-
if they want to make an extra bit of revenue,
then sell your pennies.
sell
you
your
know?
panties on Baldur's Gate. You heard it here first.
Hit up guy on Instagram. Also, what kind of dodgy merchants buying undies?
Yeah.
Like, I'll take your 4 swords there and your armor and your jewels and your undies, all good. Your saddle.
Are those undies? Are they clean? They're used?
They're
I'll
better
buy
dirty.
those. I'll buy those. I'll buy
Yeah,
those.
sweet. I'll give you 2 coin for it. And also a quick shout out to your brother.
Yes.
guy who I believe just had a young baby boy, which is very exciting.
Got myself a nephew, a little champ. I'm going to meet him for the first time this weekend. My brother and his wife were in hospital last weekend, just post-baby stuff, and they were just sort of chilling in the room in a hospital, which was, as you can imagine, not a lot of entertainment in it.
No.
Quite a sterile environment.
Yeah.
They just said they sent me a picture of them listening to the podcast and they're having a good
lovely.
laugh.
Oh, that's
Good
nice.
laugh. So shout out to my brother and his wife, Ross and Jade.
Oh, good on
Thanks
you
for
guys.
listening.
My little
guys.
nephew in there.
Yeah, and I can't believe they decided to name their firstborn Chris. That's really nice, and
Well, my brother's a huge Halo fan, so it's Chris Spartan 117 Mansell.
Ah,
it's
yes.
so nice,
I love
man.
that.
Yeah.
One more person I want to shout out is Daniel. So last week I spoke about how I get motion sickness when I game, right? And Daniel, bless his soul, he sent us 2.5 minutes of explanation about why we get motion sickness. And basically,
I can summarize.
Oh, really? Would you like to?
When
what is
it
that?
undercut Daniel's hard work.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a massive baby. No, but what's the
That's what he said.
scientifics behind it? Yeah.
Yeah, look, it was very complicated and I have
Right.
no idea. But I just wanted to say, Daniel, thank you for sending that through. We really, really appreciate it. And just going back to your suggestion, Chris, last week, you said, have you ever tried sea legs, right?
Oh, seasickness pills.
Yeah. So in the weekend, I took a sea legs on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And that afternoon, I did gaming, did the elephant and stuff. And, bro, it worked. Like, I actually could have gamed for hours. Like, I didn't feel sick at all. I wasn't getting, like, hazy and tired.
Wow.
So it's a hack. Yeah.
Damn.
It actually works.
And how much are seasickness pills? They're not too...
I actually don't know how much they are. We just have them in the drawer. So I don't actually know. But they're not too bad. I don't know what it's like. I don't know if you should be taking them all the time. But it was good
Pop them
that...
like Tic Tacs.
just
Damn, yeah, okay. Well, there
but it
you go.
works.
Bit of a gaming hack if you get motion
There we
sickness.
go.
gaming hack. Thanks, Chris.
You're
I will
welcome.
be doing that again. And yeah, reminder, follow us on Instagram, Extremely Casual Gamers Podcast, TikTok, Extremely Casual Gamers, and YouTube, ECG Podcast. Send us some feedback. And we can we'll chat about it maybe next week.
I love how they've all got different names.
I know it's so confusing for everyone.
Look,
Why
when
have
I
we
set
done
them
this?
all up, there was some were available on TikTok and some were available on Instagram.
Oh dear, I might have to fix that.
All right, guys, news time. Gaming news time with me, Chris. A couple of big things happening in the world of gaming at the moment. First piece of information that caught my eye. Now, have you heard of Bethesda?
Yes.
No.
So Bethesda are a game company. They made things like Fallout, the Elder Scrolls,
Oh, okay.
like
right.
Oblivion and Skyrim and all that sort of jazz. And they're
Gotcha.
making Starfield, which is coming out soon on Xbox. Very exciting. They make open world games.
Right.
However, recently they've really soiled their reputation by releasing absolute shitters. So Fallout 76 was an absolute debacle. They rushed it out. It looked crap. Fallout 4, which I originally liked, I realized actually it sucks because there's not enough options and things as the old Fallout games used to be, but I could be here forever. However, Skyrim is one of the all-time great games. Okay, it's been around for a decade now. It's been released on several different platforms, and sure, they should probably stop releasing it now because it's old as. But Todd Howard, who's the head of Bethesda, he came out recently in an interview, I think it was GQ magazine, and he was asked if he regretted announcing the Elder Scrolls 6, right, the game after Skyrim,
Yeah.
as early as he did. He announced that game 6 years ago this year. Sorry, 5 years ago this year. He announced the Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out.
Yeah.
It was like the sweeping shot over some mountains, and it looked really cool, and it was like Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
So in 2018, he announced that in June of 2018. It is not out until at least 2026.
Whoa.
So that is a minimum of 8 years, right? And he said, yeah, I guess I probably shouldn't have announced it so early.
I don't know.
8 years?
I mean,
Minimum?
announcing it maybe jumped the gun a little bit, but I guess a lot of people would assume that there was going to be a sixth one. I mean, how long has it taken Grand Theft Auto 6 to come out? Avatar.
Have you seen a single announcement trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 yet?
No.
That's a good point, actually.
That is a good point.
8 years.
Yeah, right. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So they were like,
I
yo,
guess.
we're
Because
working
that was
on
going to
this.
be my argument too, but I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, no,
It's-
yeah.
So everyone knows they're working on it, right? Which is great.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, this is in the works, going to be out soon. This is in 2018. 2026, it is the earliest possible time that it will be ready. That is a massive cock tease.
Yeah, people might be dead by then, you know? Like
Well,
people
exactly.
Who, yeah, like,
God. Honestly, they probably will be. So so he came out and was like, yo, I probably shouldn't have announced it so early. And it's like, yeah, duh. You released like 4 games in the meantime. You know what I mean? So as a mess with Skyrim and Punisher, I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. So that was a piece of news there. Second piece of news, apparently, rumor mill, God of War DLC.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So God of War, what's it called? Ragnarok
Yeah.
and God of War, two of the greatest games ever released on PlayStation. They were fantastic. They don't usually do DLCs. None of the other God of Wars have DLC. However, they've decided there might be one in the works because what's it called? Ragnarok was so successful. And the rumor is from a very valuable, reliable source called The Snitch on Twitter. He's had a very good track record, and he says that it is 60% done.
Oh, wow.
And it's due out next year.
Well, someone who's played the game, you,
Mm.
what do you reckon it could be? Like, do you reckon there's a little side branch, a little sort of side quest,
Yeah.
something that you'd be like, oh, no, I believe that could be a thing.
So I think they set it up for you to take over more as the son.
Oh, yeah.
Basically,
okay,
it's a tale of the dad and the son, and it's
Yeah.
awesome, and Kratos is the man, but at the end, it's sort of your son's getting to the point where he could be his own badass, and I think they're setting it up for more of that,
Oh, cool. Okay.
which I think's quite cool.
Yeah.
I like how The Last of Us did that DLC where you play Ellie and her friend before she gets bit.
That's right. That was
I
called
don't remember what it was.
not Locked In or something. Yeah. It was a great little DLC. It was
Yeah.
different from the main game,
They
but
touched
it
on it
added.
in the TV show.
That's right. Yeah. So that's my news in the gaming world.
Thanks for that, bro.
No worries,
Much
man.
appreciated. Always keeping us informed.
Yeah.
One thing nowadays that, of course, is very popular is going online. Instead of watching sport, instead of watching Netflix or Disney Plus or whatever streaming platform you're running with, you go on Twitch and you watch somebody in the UK or the US or wherever, and you just watch them play a video game. Could
Yeah.
be a video game you know nothing about and you want to know more. Could be one of your favorite video games.
Yeah.
And you get the older generation or people from your own generation saying, why are you watching somebody play a video game when you can blah, blah, shut up. Same as like when you're watching a rugby player and they're
Yeah.
like, why don't you just do that? Because they're better at it than you.
Yeah.
Do you do this?
Do I watch streamers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have watched a streamer before. It's the first one I've ever watched, and it's kind of embarrassing, but I watch it at night when I'm like in bed trying to fall asleep. I'm lying on my Shakti mat, which is a mat full of spikes.
Wait, did
Long
you
story.
lie on that? Wow.
He sleeps on a Shakti mat. It's
No,
crazy.
I lie on it for half an hour before bed because I have 2 fractured vertebrae in my spine.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, from gaming so hard. It's
Wasn't it from when you played a game of rugby once, like 10 years ago, and you?
God, I played rugby for
As soon as you caught the
14 years. All right, don't get me started on our sporting careers. But
ball, cocksinger's hard.
I lie on a Shakti mat and watch documentaries and things that'll make me sleepy.
Yeah.
And I started watching streams of competitive Age of Empires games.
Oh,
Oh,
epic.
yeah.
And
So good.
And it was just like, because I know how to play it and I suck, and I'm just like lying there. I don't have to worry at all. And it's like you're watching a sporting thing.
It is.
Because
Yeah.
it's two of the best in the world going head to head. So I
Yeah.
can appreciate it. It's
Yeah.
the only thing
Totally.
I've ever watched, though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So like, it's an incredibly popular thing. Lots of people do mess with Twitch, right? It's not just somebody going, "Hey, I'm good at a video game. Come watch me play." There are so many specific niches of different video games, different even just like people wearing something differently while
Yeah.
playing a video game. People are like, yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's speedrunners, there's people who are funny and do all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
There are people who are just awesome and kick ass.
There's
Yeah.
people who are like, if I die, then I have to punish myself, and they put
Yeah.
their hands in like a mousetrap or something like that. Of course, you can make money from being a streamer.
You
People
can.
donating on Twitch. So I
Yeah.
thought I'd ask the hypothetical question, right? Now, have a real think here. If there was an audience for blank, then I'd be popular on Twitch. So think
Right.
of something that you guys do specifically while playing a game and sit there and go, you know what? If there was an audience for this, I'd be a millionaire, right?
Yeah,
So
right,
for
right,
example, Chris.
Is this for me? Or?
Yeah, so I've written just to get the juices
The
flowing.
old
Just to get the
imagination
juices
going.
flowing.
Yeah,
right?
right,
Just in case there's some audience members like saying, "What the hell is he on about?"
Yeah.
right? So if there was an audience for boring an audience by making a fun game not fun, then Chris would be popular on Twitch. If there was an audience for getting a
we
boner,
go- we go-
if there was an audience for getting a boner while playing The Witcher 3, then Chris would be popular on Twitch.
Okay, I think they get it.
If there was an audience for saying the dialogue in a game before it's said on screen and then looking smug because you knew the dialogue,
Oh, yeah.
then Chris would be popular
Oh, yeah.
on Twitch.
I think there is an audience for these things, by the way.
Yeah, probably.
Well, then you need to cash in.
Yeah, I'm ditching
Yeah.
this podcast. I'm going solo. All right, so we get the idea now.
Okay.
Ellie.
No, yeah, go on.
If there was an audience for saying the F word 42 times while playing a couch co-op, then Ellie would be popular on
Actually,
Twitch.
Yeah, you're
would
right.
be, yeah.
you're
If
right.
there was an audience for intending to log on but then not logging on, then
Yeah.
Ellie would be popular. And then if there was an audience to, and then something about gassy ass.
Yeah, I thought that'd be
I
a
didn't quite finish it. I didn't quite finish
Yeah.
that one, but something about gassy ass.
Yeah.
The thing is, there probably is an audience for gassy
This is
ass
the
on
thing.
Twitch. So
I thought about this and I was like, if there was an audience for like musical farting, I would be popular on Twitch.
Right.
But I actually thought there is probably an audience for that.
There's
some
most definitely an audience.
fetish
Maybe
for
not
that,
on
yeah.
Twitch because I feel like there's an
Yeah, maybe
R18
not.
section of Twitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Have you got one, do you?
Oh, well, I...
Want to roast Guy back? Or?
I've got some of me as well if you want
Okay.
to even the playing field, but Chris
Well,
can
no,
go.
I didn't know this was a roast. I thought we were taking this topic
No,
seriously.
I wasn't roasting. I was just pointing. They were just examples, guys.
Yeah, all right,
you
all
know.
right. Yeah.
Well, here's one for me. If there was an audience for people gaming while it's nice outside, then I would be popular on Twitch.
Oh, yeah?
So it'd be like a nice Twitch stream of me playing, curtains drawn, and then like a live weather tracker on the side of the screen, the temperature, and maybe an outside shot of how lovely it is.
And
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chat's just popping off like, go outside, get a
Shut
tan.
up. Shut up. Do what I want. I am outside in Novigrad on The Witcher. If there was an audience for people gaming quietly because his wife is asleep, then I would be popular on Twitch.
Yeah.
Very quietly getting annoyed at dying and blood tiptoeing to the toilet to go wheeze and that. And obviously, if there was an audience for like ripped ass dudes gaming, then I'd be popular on Twitch. All right, Ellie, your turn.
Look, we agree with that guy.
Well, it's not for discussion. This is just the bare facts. You know what I mean?
Well, look, I've actually streamed on Twitch myself, so I'm already popular.
That's true.
So I don't even need to roast myself. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't streamed in about 2 years. But I've got Chris. If there were an audience for listening to long-winded, boring video game synopses, Chris would be popular on Twitch.
Are we sharing this around, or is it?
And then somebody would leave a comment on the Twitch, be like, God, you're boring. And he'll go, hang on.
And then it'd break it down to even more detail, and then everyone would be asleep.
Dead right.
Guy, if there were an audience for people watching people just start a game and then delete it, it would be Guy. Wouldn't it?
That would be
Guy would
me.
be popular on Twitch. Again, all I could think of was farting for me, and that's all I've got, eh?
We're more than that, guys.
All right, well, so far, I'm the one that gives up. You fart.
Yeah,
and
I
Chris
fart.
is boring.
Is
Just
boring.
dominating by the sounds of it. Ellie, for you, people, if there was an audience for people gaming for 15 minutes once per week, then you would be popular on Twitch?
Yeah, like a speed stream. That actually sounds quite nice.
Yeah. If there was an audience for people sucking at playing It Takes Two, then you'd be popular. So, yeah, a couple of, I think those would be good. Guy, you feel free to keep going there.
No,
mate.
I've just got one for myself, you know.
Okay.
There was an audience for getting unreasonably irrational when downed in Fortnite requesting a revive, then I would be popular.
Yeah.
Right, so even if you're miles into the storm and your mates are ages away, you'd be like, come and
So the thing
revive
is,
me!
I'll be like, we'll be fighting a team, and I'll get downed. And then my teammates will still be going. And I'll be so calm during the like, he's on me, blah, blah, blah. He's one shot. And then as soon as I get down, oi, revive me. I'm right here. Look, you're right there. He's not even looking at you. Revive me. And I get real into it.
Right.
If I then die, my card's there, so you can get my reboot card. I'm like, go back and get my card. Go back. Just the reboot event. And I just get really
So you're really
irrational.
bossy. You're really bossy.
Like I turn into a little bit of a bitch, you know.
Yeah,
A little bit of a whingy bitch. Whereas if it's the other way around, I'm like, mate, your card's over there. I'm not going to go get you. You're just going to have to watch us play. But
So-
me,
Wow, so you expect everyone to do it, but you won't do it back.
Massive hypocrite.
So
Wow.
reboot card, is that a new thing? So they
been
can
a while.
bring
Been
you
in there
back?
for a while. Yeah. So you get downed, and then you've got like I think it's like 120 seconds or something like that.
Grab
Just-
their card.
So then if you get downed, which means you can get revived, you can get back up. Oops, sorry, get back up, keep playing. But if you like die,
Yeah.
you timed out, somebody comes off and finishes you off, then your card sits there
Yeah.
for an extended period of time. Your teammates come and get the card,
Take it to
and then you
a
go to a reboot van, which are all over the,
reboot van, right?
and then they hold that
Oh,
down
that's
for a bit.
cool.
Yeah. So
Ah.
basically, Fortnite stole that from Apex Legends a few years ago,
yeah.
and it's
Which
been,
is good
Right.
because once you die, that was the thing that annoyed me is I'd enjoy talking to my friends. I'd die because I suck, and then that's me done.
You're
And-
just spectating for the rest of the
Fortnite
time.
was very
Yeah.
toxic in the sense that you'd get downed, somebody would shoot you, and like you'd be out of the game basically, and they'd do a dance on you, and you would have to watch the 12-year-old kid, no doubt. So
Right,
they'd
yeah.
just dance on you, be like, cool now.
Yeah.
And then if you're the other teammate that's still alive, you'd feel compelled to quit the game. But if you've got a good loadout, you're like,
Totally.
Yeah, classic Fortnite
Totally
chat.
respond to all this stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Relate to it.
I honestly zoned out a little bit myself.
No, where's that little bell from the Death Stranding yard? I've got one last one here, Guy. One for you. People gaming and fathering at the same time.
Hey,
Yeah.
So
be
if
an
there was an
audience.
audience for that, I think that would be popular on Twitch. It's kind of like, oh shit, okay, she's down. All right, I'll try and play for a wee bit. Oh no, all right, back up
the
again.
baby monitor's going off.
Oh, there's peanut butter on the screen. That's all good. I'll plow on, that sort of stuff. And then that's pretty. Oh no, hang on. There's a couple here. If there was an audience for weird-looking dudes gaming, Guy,
You and me would be popular.
you would be awesome. And then just one last one, and this is neither here nor there, but if there were an audience for people gaming with a
Here we go.
What has he got here?
so immature. Guy, nah, seriously.
You're building it up now. It'll be funny.
Yeah.
If there were an audience for people gaming with a tiny penis,
Oh my
the
god.
guy would be popular on Twitch, all right?
Honestly?
I knew this was coming in. I had it down at the bottom. I didn't want to use it.
Well, you have. You've stooped there, haven't you?
I
You
have.
really
You
did.
bloody stooped there.
And I thought I'd feel bad, but I feel great.
All right. I've got a qualm that I want to talk about.
A qualm.
Qualm. What is
Sorry,
the
are you
definition of
saying Guam or Guam?
I don't
the
know.
country?
What is the word?
Or
Qualm.
Guama.
How do you
Features
spell
of-
qualm?
Is
Wait,
it Q-U-A-M?
Q-U-A-M?
Ellie?
A qualm. That's not even the right word.
LM sounds.
It is
Then.
spelled Qualm, an uneasy feeling of doubt, worry, or fear.
L. Right, I missed the L. Ah, okay.
spelling from you,
a
Chris.
qualm. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm doubted or worried or fearful. But anyway, glad we cleared that up. Okay, my issue, it's not even an issue. I was talking to a friend this week who's actually been listening to our podcast. Shout out to Sinead. And we were talking about video game advertisements. When
Right.
there's a new game coming out, for example, eventually we'll have probably a GTA 6 trailer that comes out or whatever.
Yeah.
I have always wondered if anyone else feels the same, but you'll see a game coming out, the trailer looks amazing. Cinematic cutscene. Boom, look at this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah, that's awesome. I want to play that.
Yeah.
And then you get the game and you look like Hagrid from PS1. And it's like the complete contrast of what you thought you were buying.
That's right.
And like, is this a thing, first of all? Have you ever noticed this with any games that you've played where you're like, oh, that's not what I expected because of the trailer?
Big time.
Yeah?
Massively. This happens all the time.
Yeah, really?
And so, like, I first noticed it. This is going back a while. Actually, this was, Guy, when you and I were studying at broadcasting school down in Christchurch, New Zealand. The trailer came out for Assassin's Creed 3, and it was like this Native American dude with a tomahawk running through the
Oh,
trees,
yeah.
throwing his axe at, like, colonials with their muskets.
Was Imagine Dragons radioactive in the trailer? I think it was.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
I think it was because I think
Damn,
it's-
that's a throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, this looks epic. And then the game came out, and it was kind of a letdown. It was just like, they put so much budget into that trailer. It got me
Yeah.
so hyped.
Well, Ubisoft, who I believe are the ones that make,
Yes.
they are notorious.
Yeah, they're shockers, yeah.
Notorious for doing epic trailers. Shit game,
yeah.
big time.
So I agree 100%. Like, unless you see the thing at the bottom that says all made using a captured in-game
Real
footage.
gameplay footage, yeah.
then
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to wait and see the finished products sort of situation.
Totally. I feel like if you're buying a product, you should see what the product actually is. Like what the experience is that you're actually going to be having.
So are you saying that the cinematics need to sort of match more with what the gameplay is, or are you saying that the trailers need to be more of the gameplay?
I
so
feel
that
like-
you actually know what you're going to be playing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the solution to this because I also understand the want and need for cinematic trailers. Like I get it. It
Oh,
looks
I
cool.
get hyped. Yeah,
Totally. But I feel like it needs to be more balanced, in my opinion, maybe.
So,
or yeah.
There
what
should
do
be
you
a
say?
rule that the announcement trailer has to be in-game footage.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
first trailer anyone ever
Totally.
sees is the game. And then after that, everyone knows what it's going to look like, so you do whatever you want with the cinematic stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's literally, if you were to flip it on its head, it's like I've got a black mug here. It's a black coffee mug, right? You
Yeah.
say you're in the market for a black coffee mug. Flip it around. This is in real life. You go onto the computer and look up trailers for black coffee mugs, and then the one you're watching is 100% animated game vision, and then the one you buy is a real life one. It's
Yeah.
completely different.
It is. Exactly.
Tell you what, all video game companies, and this is some homework for you two and for everyone listening at home if you haven't watched already.
Okay.
If you are making a video game trailer, base it off the trailer that they launched with for Battlefield 1. Did either of you watch
No,
that? Battlefield 1 came out like 2017, 2018.
Ellie,
and
you were
it
big
was,
into that, weren't you?
Oh, that was
It was set in World War One.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
A remix of the White Stripes Seven Nation Army was in the background. It was gameplay footage, cinematic footage. I challenge anyone to not watch that trailer, even if you have no interest in playing those kinds of games, and not go, fuck yeah, I want to just go and shoot some people in the face.
Okay.
It G'd me so up, and I loved that game. And I just think I sometimes I go back and watch that trailer every now and then because I just
I will go watch
"God,
that."
That's such a
Yeah.
dope trailer.
So,
Curious.
I had Battlefield 1, by the way. I can't. Yeah, it was called just Battlefield 1, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Battlefield
And
1.
Brilliant game, by the way.
So
The story
good.
missions were great. The online was great. The whole thing was excellent.
Many
Um,
hours in that game.
Another trailer that I love as well. I think it was Dead Island 2 or something. The guy.
Great trailers.
Have you ever seen? He's jogging down the main street of like Miami,
Venice Beach, yeah,
Venice
yeah.
Beach. He's got his headphones in, and like he's like He thinks he's the man. He's like checking out hot chicks and stuff. But because he's got headphones on, he doesn't realize behind him everyone's turning into zombies and the world's going to crap.
Oh.
And then eventually he becomes a zombie and he's like running, and it's just it's fully cinematic. But like that's really clever because I know that's not what the game's going to be like, but it gets me fired up.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And at that point, I had seen what the game will actually look like, so it's like.
So that was
brilliant.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Well, I was looking up an article because I was like, is there actually like well-known games that are notorious for this?
Yes.
And I actually saw that Dead Island 1 had a
Right.
bad trailer versus like gameplay.
output.
Like,
Oh wow! I wonder if that's the one I'm literally talking about.
I wonder. This is just Dead Island, not 2.
Right.
It also in this article talks about Halo 2. Did you find that with Halo 2?
I
That it was like
I don't remember the Halo 2 trailer. I remember
right.
the Halo 2 game being awesome,
It would've
but
been
I was a
ages ago.
little. I think I was maybe about 15 or something like that.
Yeah, I imagine as well that this whole like juxtaposition or this difference in the trailer versus gameplay has got smaller since like graphics have got better. Because I
Totally.
feel like back in the day it was
Oh,
like, oh
massively.
look at this mean game, and then it was
yeah,
just
yeah. You're playing
you
with
know.
block people.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, in games, there were times where the cinematics were like, shit, this is pretty mean graphics. And then you'd go back to the gameplay, like, and it'd be shit. You're like,
See,
"Oh."
and this is where to be honest, I hope we're going to stop seeing this because, as your good friend who sold her knickers said,
yes.
you sell your knickers while you're playing Baldur's Gate 3, it renders all cutscenes in game, right?
Yeah.
So whatever you're wearing, if you've got swords on your backs, you've got tattoos on your face, it puts you in the cutscene, and the graphics are so good nowadays that it doesn't matter. They don't have to pre-render anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they don't
yeah,
have to make cinematic trailers.
Yeah.
You got your big knackers swinging around there. You know, like I think hopefully we'll see less of it. Hopefully, the better graphics get in games.
That's what I'm hoping, because I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you trying to hide? Like, it's like you're
Like a shit
bringing out.
game, obviously.
Yeah, sort of.
Like it happens a lot. It seriously
Yeah.
does. in the
Do you know
gaming
where it
world.
happens the most?
Where?
Mobile games.
Mobile
Are
games.
you back
Mobile
on
games.
this? Are you back on this war
I
with
don't-
the mobile games?
I don't want to do this again to mobile games, but there are so many times I've watched a trailer, and I'm not just talking about when they use a famous person like Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
This one's for like, it's just misleading in terms of, like Clash of Clans, which has been going around for like 10 years now. I thought when I downloaded that game, I'd be running around by like some dude with a sword,
Yeah.
animated, cartoonish, and then you go and play it, and it's kind of like Age of Empires style, but really
it's
shit
like
on
a
your phone.
point of view strategy
Point
game.
of view
thing,
strategy
yeah.
game.
Yeah,
and then there's other
right.
games where it's like you get these ads on YouTube, and it's like some dude who's like an orc, and he's having a conversation. It's like real high def sort of advertisements.
Yeah.
And then the game itself is literally just on your screen, and it's like your character's there, and then it's like you just tap on the enemy and you choose which. You kind of like Pokemon battles.
Yeah, right.
So I just
Yeah.
feel like mobile games have got a high budget, and then the actual game itself's kind of shit.
yeah.
He's really got an agenda, eh, against mobile games.
He really does.
I was a
He
little bit
hates
calmer this time. A
them.
little bit calmer.
If Candy Crush comes on board as a sponsor, we're gonna have to be like, okay, but
Guy, you're out.
yeah.
you're gone. So I'm currently in the middle of planning an epic 4-week-long honeymoon vacation for myself and my wife.
Lovely.
Very lovely. Very excited for it. Going in to Europe in the shoulder season there, almost leading into autumn. Because I work in radio and you can't go away on holiday for 4 weeks on radio if you are during like a survey period where they're taking ratings, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. So I'm planning the whole thing. We've got it all mapped out. A lot of work's gone into it. And it got me thinking, guys.
Oh, what did you think?
That was just a preamble to lead into our topic of discussion. If I could go on holiday in any video game world, where would I go?
Oh.
Yeah, right. So the reason this came about is I've thought about this quite a lot over the years. Quite often I'll be playing a game. So let's just say, Witcher 3. Playing The Witcher 3, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, if I was real life in this world, I'd be sweet as. But in actual fact, I wouldn't, because you can't walk 5 meters without being attacked by a drowner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or a grave hag.
Yeah.
There's like wyverns flying about, basilisks,
Wyverns and basilisks. I understood that.
cockatrices.
Still
see
lost
there.
me.
Yeah, okay. But there's bad shit everywhere. There's thugs everywhere. There's bandits. So a lot of video game worlds you think might be nice, but actually aren't. So, for example, Skyrim's the same. Everywhere there's wolves, there's trolls, there's
Big
all
ass
sorts.
dragons.
Big ass dragons. Exactly. You can't just fusto ra your way out of there because I'm a regular person. I'm me.
Yeah.
I'm not the dragonborn. Red Dead
You could
Redemption.
sneeze
I could sneeze. Why is that?
because
What?
it scared the dragon. It doesn't. I don't want to catch a cold.
Right, yeah, COVID. Yeah, it's good. It's a relevant joke.
Powerful,
Uh,
powerful blast.
Even the world of Red Dead Redemption, you wouldn't want to go to because there's outlaws everywhere.
Outlaws,
Yeah.
snakes,
There's snakes everywhere.
know?
There's heaps of dangerous animals, bears and stuff.
or not even that. deer. There's how many times I've been playing the game and I'll be going to do something and a deer will just charge me.
Oh, do they do that?
Like the stags.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
true. So that rules a lot of places out. So
Yeah.
I'd like to open it up to the floor. If you could go on holiday anywhere in any video game world, where would you go? Now, you guys can jump in now, or I can read you a couple of my ideas. Up to you.
Oh, guy, you got one over there?
Well, you
I
guys
mean, look, to try and figure out where I wanted to go, I had to narrow where I didn't want to go. Red Dead Redemption's on there. Doom. Terrible place to go for a holiday. Doom. Last of Us. Zombies everywhere.
Oh, no, the world's screwed, yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
even if you're in an area where there's like, where Tommy is and there's like a sort of safe haven,
Oh, Jackson.
Jackson, like,
Yeah.
food rations. I don't want to go on holiday with
Nah.
with
Yeah,
their
nah.
ration food. Grand Theft Auto seems like it would be a cool place to
Well,
go.
which one? Because you could go to Vice City, Miami.
Yeah, I mean, cool, but at the same time, you could just get straight up run over by someone.
Yeah, there's
Someone
someone
playing the game.
who's
Yeah.
completely allowed
Because
to
essentially, if you go on holiday there, you're an NPC.
Yes,
So,
that's right.
and you don't care about NPCs.
True.
And Ghost of Tsushima, which I'm playing at the moment.
Yeah.
Mongols everywhere.
Okay.
They're not nice guys. So the two places I wouldn't mind going for a holiday:
Yeah.
Animal Crossing,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a
gorgeous
lovely spot.
gorgeous little island. Yeah. Fruit trees abundant. You go fishing. You can go swimming. You can go and say hi to all of the lovely villagers there. Right.
Yeah.
It is quite a small island, so you probably go there for a few days. But the one place I'd like to go for a holiday in a
Yeah.
video game is Pokemon. The Pokemon world. Kanto. Is
Oh.
it Kanto? The
Kanto.
First, Kanto, the first one,
Well,
right?
if you're talking red and blue and leaf green and all
Yeah,
that.
because I kind of stopped playing after Silver. So
Yeah.
Right.
I'd love to go to Kanto because,
Yeah.
and the main reason being, I'd love to be in a world where I can walk through the grass and find a Pokemon.
Right.
That would be
That's
cool.
the dream, right?
That is the dream.
See a Caterpie, what up? All that
What
stuff.
up?
And then if you catch a Pokemon, and if you just get a Pokemon that's just a little bit stronger than these other ones, then for like, you just go around and beat these little kids who are like bug catchers with shitty Pokemon, and you can take money off children, right?
So that's what you want on your holiday.
I
is
get
to
myself like a pincer.
take advantage of children.
Yeah. Well, not take advantage of children, just take their money with their shitty Caterpies.
Take
and-
children.
Aw.
Yeah, take their money. Take their
Right.
money, Chris.
So Kanto, I like that as a suggestion, and I wrote that down as well. I went one step further and picked the exact spot I'd go on holiday in Kanto.
Pallet Town, Ash's mum's house.
Guy, this whole thing with you and Ash's mum needs to stop.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It is really weird. Because she's totally mine. I chose Viridian City, which is the
Good call.
it's the first place after. So basically, Viridian City is where Brock is. It's the first gym.
Yeah.
That way you can go to Mount Moon, which is next. You can go explore Mount Moon, which
You
is
go
very
there
exciting.
after you go through the forest, right?
So, and that's what's next is, or to get to Viridian City, you got to go through the Viridian Forest where
Yeah.
Caterpies and stuff
Yeah.
are. You can go for a lovely nature hike through the Viridian Forest. You
Right.
can go visit the museum and look at fossils, which is also in Viridian City.
Hmm.
So I would like to go there as well. Ellie, what do you
Oh,
reckon?
Look, I mean, I feel like it's cheating, but the first thing I'm going to say is obviously I want to go to Hogwarts. Like,
Oh, Hogwarts
I
Legacy.
want to
yeah,
go to
yeah,
Hogwarts.
Yeah,
Hogwarts.
true.
Although,
Hogsmeade.
yeah,
Airbnb.
Hogsmeade, right?
I'd love to go to Hogsmeade. Although I'd probably just get killed. I feel like I wouldn't be very good at actual spells in real life and things. I mean, I am a muggle.
But you're on holiday, right? So it's you.
Yeah.
So you're a muggle. You're staying at Hogsmeade in an Airbnb. They're not going to. Like, if you ever stumble across something you're not supposed to see, they'll just bloody oblivio your face.
Oblivio.
True.
And you
yeah,
won't remember
yeah,
anything. So you
yeah.
just get to wander around thinking it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to stick with that then. The other one I'd love to do is to be able to like build a Sims house and then go and live in it and actually
Yes.
experience
Oh, yeah,
what
yeah.
I built. You know?
Because quite often
Yeah.
it's like massive TV, hot tub, pool with no ladder, so they die. and you
Yeah,
can-
classic gag. Yeah.
delete the shower while they're in there, so they walk around naked, all that sort of stuff.
yeah, I want to do that.
And then there's Sims Vacation. You could go, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good one. Actually.
exactly. Another one, which I have never actually played this, but Sam, my partner, plays it, and it sounds quite dangerous. So you probably wouldn't want to go here for a holiday. But the destinations and landscapes in this game, Far Cry. Have you ever
Oh,
played or
yeah,
seen
yeah.
Far Cry?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
played
yeah,
a couple
I'm
of
with
them.
you.
Oh, some of the locations there, I'm like, oh, darling, I wouldn't mind going sitting by that lake for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm with you.
But I've never played it, so there's probably heaps of violence that I don't know about, and it's probably
There's a
horrible.
bit of violence.
Yeah. So
But great locations. Far Cry 3, which is probably the one you're thinking about, is like a beautiful paradise islands and stuff.
yeah.
Far Cry 4 is up in the Himalayas, I believe it is, with the yeah, but like it's always
Far
beautiful
Cry
scenery.
Primal is set in like caveman times with like
Yeah.
woolly mammoths and stuff like that. So
Aye.
you don't want to go to that one.
Nah, not that one. Not that one.
Nah,
But yeah,
it's a good suggestion.
there you
yeah.
go. That's what I've got.
I was thinking Hogwarts Legacy myself, but I just don't. I couldn't risk it. I don't want to go somewhere where there are spiders the size of an SUV.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
So,
Oh yeah.
But
like, as much as I'd love to go to Hogsmeade,
They're in the Forbidden Forest, just don't go.
no, they're everywhere, bro.
What?
They're freaking everywhere.
Oh.
They're not like walking through Hogsmeade. So if I was in Hogsmeade, I'd be sweet.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you could just take a step outside Hogsmeade, and there's
What?
a freaking spider there.
Oh, I see someone's taken liberties with the lore of Harry Potter. Because when I read the books through 8 times, I don't remember Aragog just getting out and about.
Mate, they're all up in the Forbidden Forest, but they're on the outskirts. They're everywhere, everywhere.
Like, I get it. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm annoyed about
my,
that.
yeah, I retract my destination now.
No, you enjoy your
No,
holiday.
Hogsmeade's fine.
Yeah, okay,
And there's none in Hogwarts either.
Okay, cool.
Hogwarts.
All right.
All right, so I've got a few here that I've written down. So
Okay.
we've had Kanto. Guy,
Yeah.
Island of Tsushima.
Yeah.
I disagree purely because it's actually based on a real island of Tsushima, and they geologically or geographically copied it as close as they can.
Totally.
You can go there now and visit it.
But
Lovely
we're
place.
talking about video game, right?
Yeah. So that was my sort of iffy thing was, you can go there now. The other place I'd go is Assassin's Creed 2 a lot of it is based in Rome.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Love to go back to Roman times, just see what it was like back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, not Roman times, but when like Leonardo da Vinci was there and shit.
Yeah, nice.
It looks really nice. So this one here comes courtesy of James Pugsley, who produces our radio show.
Oh, pugs.
Tags.
I asked him, I said, hey man, about to do a podcast. If you could go on holiday anywhere on any video game, where would you go? He said, Wii Sports Resort.
Oh,
yeah,
pugs.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's
Right.
literally- And I was like, how did I not think of that?
Yeah.
Literally just Wii Sports. You play table tennis, you ride jet skis, you
Yeah.
go hang gliding.
Yeah, fun.
And it's just at a big resort.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Great
Like,
idea.
you don't die. Like, it's just,
Nah.
there's no risk.
Yeah,
it's
that
all
sounds
good.
awesome.
Mario Kart, Moo Moo Meadows, which is a track on Mario Kart, the one that's on Switch, I think, Mario Kart 7, I think it's called, or 8. or
Eight,
something.
Deluxe 8.
Yes.
Deluxe or something, yeah.
Moo Moo Meadows, it's got sort of Amsterdam, like Netherlands-y vibes. There's windmills and beautiful mountains and cows everywhere and stuff. That could be quite cool.
Yeah,
of course,
lovely.
Of course.
And the last one, and it has always been a dream of mine, and anyone who is into Dragon Ball Z, I'm sure would agree, Kame House.
Is that the one that's in the sky?
I don't know what you're talking about.
On a cloud?
What's that? Are you talking about the
Are
movie?
you talking about King Kai's place?
Yeah, I guess so. Is it
Guy, don't. If you're
I'm
gonna chat,
asking
Guy,
questions.
if you're gonna chat Dragon Ball Z with me, you best come correct, all right?
No,
Because
I
don't
don't
what
know
you're
it.
talking about.
Neither do I, bro. I have no idea what you're
So,
on about.
Kame House is a house on a tiny island in the middle of the ocean. It's just a house, a palm tree, and a beach on a tiny island. That sounds
dumb?
Master
Okay.
Guy. Master Roshi is there, and he's got a turtle that you can ride, through the waves and stuff.
Oh, yeah, cute.
And there's Dragon Ball Z games, so I can totally justify it. The only issue is Master Roshi is a massive sex pest, and I feel like no one addresses this.
Great place to take the wife for a honeymoon.
Oh, is she coming? Oh, well, in that case, Moo Moo Meadows. It is.
Oh, well, we've had some bloody good chats today, I think.
It's been good.
I think. I've been a bit out of it because I've been so tired. Did I mention that I'm quite tired?
No, what's
I haven't
going on?
noticed.
I have no memory of what we just did for an hour. What happened?
It's all right. You can go
Was
back
it
and
good?
listen.
Hey, exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly.
Guy talked about, tried to chat DBZ, didn't really work. You did a whole
That's
lot
right.
of gassy ass stuff.
Classic.
I carried the ship.
Oh, whatever.
So, no, it's been great.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it has been. What are you going to play this week? Is it going to be, let me guess, Chris, Witcher 3? Is that what you're going to play this week?
Yeah.
Well, where else
Is
is he
it?
going to get his funny
Oh,
anecdotes?
true.
It is going to be The Witcher 3, and I will come in with another hilarious anecdote next week.
Cannot
And
wait.
it won't be horse in the old herbalist hut. It'll be a level above that.
Can we make it non-sexual? Is that a good challenge for you?
Well, I may as well
yeah.
not even play it. But yes, it will be non-sexual, non-horse related.
Okay.
Hang
Deal.
on. Sorry.
Wait.
Sorry. People are going to think that I put those two
Those
together.
are two separate subjects.
Two different anecdotes, yes.
Oh, shit.
Guy, what are you...
Yeah, guy, what's up?
I'm catching up with my brother this weekend, and he's playing a game that came out in July. Never heard of it. It looks awesome. It's called Exoprimal. Have either of you heard of this game?
I've heard of it, but it's one of those ones that
Yeah.
I've heard of, seen a sort of trailer, and I just
Yeah.
go, it's a bit random for me. I'm not into it.
So it's
Okay.
like a player versus computer sort of game. You take on, you're an exoskeleton. It's like all these different like armored suits,
Cool.
kind of
Yeah.
like a Spartan from Halo kind of thing.
Yeah.
Different types of classes, which is awesome. You can level up these classes, and you're in a world that's like
In a
just-
world.
In a world, you literally are just shooting dinosaurs in giant cities. Like these portals open up from the sky, and like literally, it's like in like different waves, and you compete in teams to shoot dinosaurs.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I think that's what it is. I saw a brief trailer of it, but my brother says, "Hey, when you're down this weekend, we should try Exoprimal." I'm like, "What is that?"
Is it two-player or something?
Well, you play online. And
Yeah.
there's a campaign offline, and then you can play online. So he plays it with his mates. Teams of 5. and you just take on different waves of all these different dinosaurs.
Sweet. Well, to be
Oh,
honest, yeah.
It's not Ghost of Tsushima or Fortnite. I'm going to be
I
playing
was
it.
gonna say, as
I'm
long as you're not
excited.
playing Fortnite, I'm fired up.
I'm
man.
doing both. I'll play Fortnite, Tsushima, but this weekend I'm going to try a new game, Exo Primal. I'm actually quite excited about it. It looks awesome.
Can't wait
I'll
to
be
hear
jamming
about that.
Can I also add you're quite excited to meet your new nephew as well?
That as well. That as well.
But mostly the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you playing, Ellie?
I will be continuing It Takes Two. I think maybe I need to bring an anecdote next week because I'm getting a bit boring too.
Hilarious anecdote.
Sorry.
No,
Hilarious anecdote.
That's
How
right.
dare I forget the adjective?
It's just that if people are going to tune in every week and we're playing the same 3 games, we need to be like, the reason I'm playing is for these hilarious anecdotes.
Yes, exactly. No, yeah. So It Takes Two. I hope there's no more horrific scenes like the one I described earlier.
No.
And also, you know what? I'm going to keep jamming a bit of bacon because I'm still going on that. And Sam, my partner. So there's about 340
Oh, wow.
levels in it. There's
Oh my
there is
God.
an end to it.
Because I stopped at 100, right? Okay.
Yeah. No, there's like an end to it. I think it's around like 340, 350. Sam's at 322, and
Wow.
he's like determined to finish it. And
Good luck to him.
apparently, I know he's been on the same one for 3 days because they're getting obviously harder.
What's he trying to put bacon on?
Literally, it's a text message blue, like it's like a blue
Oh, the
text
bubble.
message.
Yeah,
Bubble. Basically being like, you're not actually going to do this, are you? Like, it's quite funny. It's really self-deprecating, the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
They're kind of taking the piss and being like, oh, are you really going to go this far? Because apparently there's a rumor that if you clock the game, which not many people do, the developers send you a gift. That's apparently what happens. So
That'd be
Sam's determined to try and finish it. and see
Can you
what
guys
happens.
guess what it might be?
Do you reckon it might be a bit of bacon?
Some bacon? That's my guess.
If that's the prize,
I
I,
mean-
might fire out bacon this weekend.
Yeah, not a bad prize.
Somebody send me free bacon.
Finally putting food on the table using my gaming addiction. Oh, that's great.
Oh, yes, we'll do that. And yeah, but if It Takes Two, and I might pop a sea legs again. You know, why not? You've got me on the hard drugs now, bro.
Yes, it is up there with MDMA.
Taking a sea legs and gaming, man. This is 30,
What
everyone.
a nerd. Oh, I'm a loser. Hey, well, thanks for listening, though. If you want to contribute to the show, we always like to shout out our listeners. We are on 3 different social platforms with 3 different handles, so listen carefully. We've got Instagram, Extremely Casual Gamers Podcast, and don't forget we've got the giveaway there for the 12-month deluxe PlayStation Plus subscription. Did I get it right?
Nailed it.
Yes. There's an entry place there. Just share the story. No, share the post on your story. Follow us, and you're in the draw. TikTok, Extremely Casual Gamers, and YouTube, ECG Podcast.
Tell you what, to make it easier,
Yeah.
go onto our Instagram, Extremely Casual Gamers Podcast, and click the link. There's a link tree there.
I'm going to start saying that now.
Everything's
There's
there.
a link tree there,
There's
guys.
a link tree there.
Yeah, just go and click that one.
Climb the link tree.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, on that note.
Solid,
See ya.
solid input.
Screw you guys. I worked on that for ages.